I told everybody 2 minutes, but
you just jumped straight in there, didn't you?
I'll put it live. It'll take a few minutes to get on. If they're gonna actually listen live.
Mhm.
We've actually been getting quite a few listens on the Apple podcast. We would have gotten a lot more listens on the Apple podcast had Blake actually uploaded our last one. That one was amazing.
Well, Blake's not here to defend himself, though, is he?
No, but we're gonna talk shit since he's not here.
Okay.
He decided he wants to be on vacation and enjoy the sun with his family.
Who wants a sunshine Christmas when you can have a wet Christmas?
Yeah, exactly. Foggy and wet and cold. I mean, please. I mean,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you, Blake?
I know.
No, we miss Blake. He just has crappy Wi-Fi, so he's like, it won't be that good. So if the production value is lacking, it is Blake's fault for not being here. I take no responsibility ever for my own actions. No. I always blame other people.
That's why we hire people.
Exactly. So
take on that responsibility.
I need to get that.
And then just fuck off on vacation.
I need to get that in early, just so I have it in every podcast. Okay. Otherwise, if I forget, then everybody's going to be angry at me because they love it.
Okay. Well, it's done now.
All right. So today's podcast, we are going to. Oh, let me get comments up here too, so we can see those as we go. Oh, Dan's here. Yep, we're early, Dan. You're right. 5 minutes early from 11. But that's because Michael has to go and meet with somebody in an hour, and this podcast might go an hour.
Well, it should go an hour.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So, and Damp and Grant, you're in Portland, bro. You should come down here to Salem, man. That's where we're at. Maybe I'll have you on the podcast. Come chat. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about some predictions. We're going to look at some and for me, okay, I'll do some other predictions like Bitcoin, the ticker Bitcoin. Do you know what that is?
BTC, if I remember.
No, you're wrong, actually.
I'm wrong. So
Bitcoin is it's not. Oh damn, where's the actual ticker for Bitcoin? So if you go into, it is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. The ticker is Bitcoin, or its number or $sign Bitcoin. Let's see what comes up if I do that. Which I thought when that first came out, I was dying laughing because they're like, they made that so when people type in Bitcoin, that will pull up. It's on the ETH blockchain. So
it's Harry Potter Obama Sonic.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it. Harry. There you go.
There it is. Oh, look, there's another one below it. Harry Potter, Trump, Homer, Simpson, 777 Inu.
Yes. So that is.
It's at 8 cents.
So audio is blipping in and out. Let's see here. Make sure I got all the little deals.
I've heard that from a few people on recent podcasts.
Is it?
Yeah, the audio clips in and out.
Which is interesting. I don't know why.
Look at that. Is that fucking true? That market cap is 81 million?
Yes, it is. So this thing came out in, well, I thought it was before that, but we're only going back to May 2023. It's had quite a little run. This is an interesting. I mean, I'll look at some TradingView stuff. I don't think I'll be able to find this on TradingView, but I mean, to me, that looks like a nice little spot to jump in on old Bitcoin. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic.
Where can we buy this?
I'm sure you can buy it on a DEX, right?
I'm sure you can, but which ones?
Oh,
do you have any others?
Uniswap, BitGet.
Oh, it's on
CoinX.
It's listed on Bitrue, though.
Mexi. Oh, it's on Bitrue.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Volume on it's dead.
It's dead. So yeah, Uniswap's your place to be. So sounds okay on YouTube. Well, M Ice is on YouTube too. I don't know what he's doing. But a couple other people said that. I don't know why. I mean, maybe we're talking away from the microphone.
No, I've heard it's clipping. It's like it's very distinctly a digital problem.
Oh, well, then that would be this magical thing, which is literally the most expensive thing that I've ever bought for like actual equipment for audio stuff, and it's the worst thing to ever use. I hate it. I'm going to change the entirety of it when we move into the new office.
Okay.
So, and it's going to be better cameras. It'll be a great spot.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind slumming it here with you on the regular at the moment.
You know,
I do want the fancy shit.
we will get fancy shit. And there'll be a nice whiskey locker right next door. So
sweet.
All right, I got to do prediction on this just because.
Okay.
So my prediction for this in 2024. So I want to be clear with all these predictions. They're going to be lower than what my actual top, because I don't think we see the top of the bull run until 2025. So this is just my predictions for 2024. So a lot of them are going to be what you guys will be like, what? You only think it's going to go to this amount? Get out of here. Okay, just chill out. This is for 2024. And obviously, none of this is financial advice. I probably should put that banner going the entire time when we're on here. There we go. None of this is financial advice. This is purely us having fun with what we think could happen. And if I own something, I'll let you know. Let's see. So I think Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Inu, hashtag Bitcoin, or $sign Bitcoin.
Sonic 10 Inu.
It's currently right now 8. I believe this is going to go to $1.27. $1.27 in the bull run.
Big fucking
$1.27.
I mean, its rank is currently 446. It's in the top 500.
$1.27 in 2024. Now, I have nothing to base that off of outside of this. Is the first time I've actually pulled this up right now. So take that as what you will.
So you're saying that this is going to be $1.2
Easy.
billion coin.
Dude, it is Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin.
All right.
Bitcoin. It says right there. It's Bitcoin price.
I see that.
So, I mean, you're basically getting Bitcoin at 8 cents right now.
It's definitely not financial advice.
Big Red Traps. Who is Big Red Traps? I don't think I've seen you in here before, but glad you joined us, man. We're going to get into the meat of it all here now that it's 11 o'clock and we got a few people on. Again, I'll say it one more time. My predictions here for 2024. Michael is more than welcome to give me predictions. I know he has not got any of his predictions ready. He's just here because he has that sultry, amazing voice that all the people love and like to watch. So, and he's here to support me. He is my jockstrap.
This coin is going to over $1. I fundamentally think it will peter out in terms of energy. I think I can see it with a fully diluted market cap at around 400 million. So what's the math on that? That's like a 5x from here, right? So 8 cents. Yeah, I mean maybe 35 cents in 2024.
$1.27. Boom.
I shall purchase some of this Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu, of which you speak.
Big Red Traps is Hal. Welcome, Hal. Glad you're here, man. I know who you are now. Well, I'm going to start with the big guys. Obviously, Bitcoin. We'll start there. I pulled these into a whole new trading view just to kind of look at some whatnots, So, again, if we follow any kind of rhyme or reason or patterns for cycles, we're going to go well into 2025 for this next bull run, which I do believe that it will do that in a cyclical manner, and I think you're going to have a lot of fuel behind it with the ETFs. So I definitely think it's going to go that far. My prediction for 2024 for Bitcoin is going to be a top. It's kind of double top. It's going to hit that top. People are going to freak out and say it's a triple top, and we're going to go to zero. But obviously Bitcoin's going to get hit 69,420. That's my prediction.
In 2025.
In 2024.
In 2024.
Yeah.
Because you had it over 2025 right there.
Well, it starts at the very end of 2024.
So 69,420, which is a number that we're very familiar with.
Well, I mean, and obviously
it is weirdly kismet that is on the bottom of that range. Though,
I'm telling you, well, the range is just literally, it's just the top of this here because we hit 69. I mean, the top was 69 something, 69,998. So it's so close. So I might as well put it at 69,420 just because I do think that that's kind of where this year we hit and move around. I think it'll probably be in October, November timeframe when we hit that. And then, a little consolidation, not much. And then back to full bull run into the 2025 mark. And then obviously I'll give you my bull top prediction for Bitcoin. I believe it's going to be 420.69. 420,069.
Wow. That's
you laugh, but look, the funny part is I do think we could. There's a possibility it could get close to that general range. So I just had to put the number at.
Yeah, I mean,
420,000.
If it gets close, there'll be a swell of
obviously.
Of the
oh my god,
that is trying to get it to top right on that number.
Literally, you have to get BlackRock to sell enough. If it gets too hot and buy enough, they're the ones that are going to control the market, right?
Sure.
Like, make sure you keep it there. Come on, guys, do your duty to the crypto community.
And give us our 69 420s and our 420 69s. Yeah.
So I do think that 69 range in the 2024 year is going to be close there. So Deadly thinks this is the year crypto goes to 100K. So when you're saying crypto, is that like all of like crypto?
$100 trillion is what he's saying.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that. 100,000 trillion.
Global market cap of $100 trillion.
But okay. Lol. Let's move down the line. Let's go to ETH.
Which is having a lovely day today.
ETH, it's like, damn it. I need to move now that Sol and everything else has moved. And it's been sitting, like, for me, this little range here, this little triangle, descending triangle, or whatever you want to call this, flag, bear
wedge.
Flag,
Don't
bull
they call
flag,
them wedges?
wedge.
It's a
you got whatever you
wedge.
want. I love it when you have this flat top area and it breaks out, for the move north. I think it's going to be it's still going to move. ETH is there to stay, people. It's not dead. It's not going away. It's going to be there. I am a Sol maxi, at least for the time being. I'll flip flop.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm a Sol maxi.
Okay.
Sol just is better for the regular dude to be able, or gal, to come in and use. Like, I mean, not everybody has $50 for a transaction fee, and you can't run games. You can't run any kind of protocols when you really need a lower transaction fee. So, and they've got layer 2, so it's going to be there. My prediction for 2024, 74.29.
That's a big number.
It is a big number. I think ETH has a good year. I think it's going to do
a big
great.
number. It's also kind of, when we were talking about it in the last bull run, we had 8,000. 8,000 was where we all felt it was going to go, and it never quite got there.
Well, everything got truncated, man. Like that,
I know.
the FTX BS, the largest financial crime in U.S. history, being tied up with crypto,
yep.
All those banks, all that shit that went down. I mean, it really truncated the bull run, essentially.
Ukrainian war was also.
Well, and that was later, but it was essentially
still a factor.
But yeah, I think, these tokens are going to move, even with Bitcoin and the ETFs coming in. I think Bitcoin has a great move for a time frame, but everything else will catch up and outperform still, just because that's where a lot of the degen money is going to come into play.
Well, you know me, I love ETH. It's got its issues, it's got its problems, but it's still.
Yeah, dude, we don't have all the other stuff without ETH doing what it's been doing. Everything started there. It's easy to fork ETH and create your own token off of it. It does a job. It's just not doing it as well. It was not scalable. So it's time for the new dog to come into play. But I'll give you here's my 2025 prediction for ETH. I don't even have it on here, but I'm going to put it up here. I think ETH in 2025.
I'm somewhat surprised you didn't pick the number $6,942.
Because that's for Bitcoin only.
It's for Bitcoin only. Okay.
Bitcoin only.
Interesting.
Yeah. Can't do that with ETH.
Okay.
I'm not going to cheat on Bitcoin that way.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
are you drunk by now?
There might be a little something in my coffee.
Something in the coffee. Noticed I wasn't offered one.
And it's called ice.
Fair.
So I'm a horrible host. I'm sorry.
7,429.
74.29 for 2024. I think it doesn't move as hard into the 2025 part. I think you see it around that 12K mark, kind of top out. So yeah,
Apparently, Mason left me this note on my phone. He wants $320,000, $436 for shoes.
That sounds like a great top for Bitcoin. 320.
320.
It was only $100,000 off of mine.
Well, maybe Mason, if it hits that,
dude,
we'll have this.
You better keep that kid if he hits it.
He's walking a fine line right now. So
eating too much chocolate.
This might eat too much chocolate. This might be what saves his bacon.
Well, there you go. Well, let's go to the real token of the day, in the week, in the year, in the crypto market. Sol. Obviously, we're all Sol maxis now because ETH is unusable for the everyday person. I talked about it before. ETH, it's the snake eating its tail. You can't onboard new users because it's too expensive. It's just the same people that have been in it forever, and you might, the users that are going to come in, and what's going to push ETH up is the fact that it's probably going to get an ETF mid next year.
Yep.
It's really going to help it, launch into that, stratosphere for itself. That's why I have the 7,400 for its mark. But Sol has risen from the death spiral of FTX and, the FTX, sell-offs and all that's going on. It is usable. I'll get to MIS's comment here in a second because I definitely want to talk about that. It's very usable. There's games on there that are doing well, low transaction fees, and everything that's being built in Ethereum. People are building on Sol, but building it better. Look at Jupiter. Look at the DEX on Jupiter. It is 100 times better than any DEX on Ethereum right now. So, and everything else that they're doing is they're doing really well. So I like Sol. I like it a lot. My prediction for this year of Sol, 417. So 2024, I think it hits 417. It's a 4x.
Yep.
I actually think it should be a little bit lower. I think that we saw this Sol run. I think it still is going to do well. It probably should be lower. I probably went too high with this. I did a bunch of different random ass, indicators to show up on here, and I just, that was the most common one, was the 400 mark in that range. So I just put it on there. I was like, okay, I got to stick with the technicals.
Okay.
I think we could see the top of the range in 2025. So this is, let's see here.
Wow, way up there.
Well, look at this. We're 2025. I think we could be, maybe not there. I think that 2,500 to 2,000 to 2,500.
Shit.
If it gets, well, here's the thing. The narrative for Sol is there to be, people are talking about it flipping Ethereum. I don't think it flips Ethereum in terms of market cap. I don't think it has the ability to do that with an ETH ETF that's going to come through with the amount of money that's going to get put in over the next few years into ETH, just because of that. It's going to take a monumental feat. If it does flip ETH in terms of market cap, that's $3,000 for Sol per Sol. It would hit that if it goes that route. It would have to. So again, my prediction in the 400 marks. MI says ETF is a buy the news event. Then says I try to consider what would trap the most people. 50K to 60K is no man's land. Keep going over it so I can't read it right. 50 to 60K is no man's land, and too many people will try to take profits when close to 69K high, in my opinion. Well, and that's it. I agree with you on that sense of the 60K. I think there's going to be a lot of push. The 69, I think I put it there obviously as a fun number, but that it's going to push to the all-time highs for this year, I think. And so I agree with you. It is kind of a sell the news event. But what we saw when the fake ETF came through, the amount of volume that came in was in a 4-hour time frame and then got shut off. Now, granted, a lot of this buying has been people that's been coming in, but that's your sideline money that is just sitting there, right? That already in crypto, and they're just waiting for this stuff to kind of play out. I think the sell the news comes after a few weeks. I don't think it just pushes up Bitcoin for the rest of the time frame. I think it goes up for couple weeks, maybe a month or so.
The thing is, there'll be a correlated relationship between the ETF's value itself and Bitcoin.
But that comes later, right?
Which is
Like,
what
so,
you're saying.
yes.
You have to leave it, let
Yeah.
that dual market
Yep.
process kind of shake itself out and see where,
Right.
what does legacy money think,
Right.
when once it's exposed to Bitcoin through the ETF process.
Yeah. And I think
'Cause that's a confidence indicator.
Chris,
100%.
he posted in the Discord that normally BlackRock can they will start to take funds for ETFs, or the ETFs are live for trading. I think 12 days or 15 days after the announcement. I think it's 12 days is what he put on there. So there you go. There's your, you get a couple weeks, maybe a month or so of Bitcoin pump, I think, and then it's just kind of sideways action. But that sideways action goes into your fourth quarter, which is normally a very good year. And what you're going to start to see over the summer, the narrative is going to be like, oh my gosh, BlackRock's onboarded X amount. Bitcoin hasn't dropped as far as we thought, and you're going to see billions and trillions of dollars flow in at a very slow rate. Like it'll trickle in. It's not going to be overnight, but it's going to be enough that's going to prop up the value of Bitcoin.
Without getting political, you should be watching Nancy Pelosi's ETF purchases.
for as much as she's anti-crypto, you 100% would be amazing if she's like, Nancy Pelosi bought $10 million worth of ETF.
She
God.
front runs that market by about 6-7 days.
I think she just bought Nvidia, like $2 million of option calls on Nvidia or something like that.
It was something like that. I don't think it was Nvidia, but
I think it was Nvidia.
Was it?
I think so.
I saw one. I mean, I'm sure there's many of them out there, and I didn't want to get political. I'm just saying, just watch Nancy Pelosi. What does Pelosi buy? And if that BlackRock ETF, Bitcoin ETF is in there, then it's probably going to be just fine.
Yeah, it won't be in there though. She's like heading off, like she's part of the whole crew of with her and Pocahontas to try and end crypto.
Wow,
what
Pocahontas?
Isn't that what her name is?
You're talking about AOC.
Warren.
Oh, Warren. Oh,
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren. All right.
That's her nickname is Pocahontas, isn't it?
Didn't know that. Sounds real.
You know why, right?
Sounds really racist.
You know why, right? Well, the thing was,
she claimed to be
Native American, and then her DNA stuff came out, and she has zero DNA, or zero Native American. It was hilarious. I mean, our government's a joke, so I don't take left side or right side. Yeah.
You're a libertarian, and we all know it.
Don't label me. How dare you?
You're a libertarian. I labeled you. Are we moving on to Gala? So Sol, you think is going to literally go above 3,000?
No. I think it's going to be two. I think 2K is a realistic mark. If it really has a chance to flip ETH, which I don't think it does. If it does, though, 3K is the mark, right? I think it's. I mean, that's a double top. But when you start talking about where we're at now, it's ridiculous. I think a good 25x on Sol is. It sounds stupid, but in Bull Run, I think it can happen. There's a lot of shit going on Sol. So, but moving on. Let's see. Gala. I have one line on here. It's just down, but I should probably take that off.
It fucking hit what 4.5 on Christmas Day.
4.5? What?
Gala.
No.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't. On what exchange?
On Uniswap, I think.
Oh. So I don't know. I didn't see it on Uniswap. I'm marking it off on. I'm using right now is TradingView has, when they have enough volume or enough exchanges, they'll pull the data over for the lifetime of the data. So that's what I'm using here. If I go to a different one.
Yeah, well, Michael and I looked at the chart, and on Christmas Day, it topped out at 4.5.
Well, that's interesting. Let's see what. So Gala's been having a bunch of. The problem with Gala is their exchanges that are the highest exchanges are complete and utter BS in terms of wash trading exchanges. Mm-hmm. Like you'll start to see. Let's see, their number one exchange this day, BW.com. Bullshit. There's not $76 million of 24-hour trading going on BW.com. That's complete market making garbage to show that they potentially have actual volume.
The trust score is red.
Exactly. So this is dumb. Like, and all you're seeing with Gala, it's a different one. every month or so. They have some different stupid ass exchange you never heard of that's trading in the tens of millions of dollars. So whoever's doing that, it's just garbage. Binance obviously is legit. 37.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it's legit. I don't know. 37 million. Regardless, let's see Uniswap. Let's see if I can go to the chart here. Let's pull this bad boy up. So you say Christmas Day.
Yeah, Michael showed it to me on his MetaMask. I literally pulled the chart and I saw it and verified it, and it said 45.
Nope.
45.
At least not here. So this is
Okay.
going off of the Uniswap.
Well, it must have been on here.
How many hot toddies had you had before this happened?
Dude, I can still read fucking numbers.
You did tell me today your vision's going blurry.
Oh, it is. It is. And for some reason, my left thumb is completely numb. And I don't know what that's about. But,
bro, your left thumb? Oh, you said you jammed it, right? You started to scare me. Your left thumb. I was like, dude, you having a heart attack?
Well, no, it's been weeks. I pulled it.
You pulled it, yeah.
I like pulled something in it, but it's completely numb.
I thought I was gonna have to jump over and do mouth to mouth real quick. Wait, you don't do that for a heart attack, do you?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. No.
I don't know either. Moving on.
Could you prioritize calling 911?
Yes.
Like do that first.
Hey, let me just get it up and ready.
I'm not having a heart attack.
Just getting it up and ready. Okay.
I've actually done some exercise recently.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. So it's getting back to
crypto. Anyway, going back to Gala. What's your prediction for Gala for 2024?
Okay, so
please
I put
say a really big number. Oh, you've done that.
So well, okay.
It's going to go up, down, or sideways.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. So there's a couple of things with Gala that they're doing right now. One is they are the largest drain on Gala. Every month they sell, millions and millions of Gala to pay for payroll, all the other stuff that's going on there. Which, again, going back in time, that wasn't their original vision. We all know, right? If so many things have to happen for different ways to go. There are certain things that are in the background that are happening that could potentially change this. I would love the green one to be it, right? But one, they have to get a game that is an actual crypto game that has assets that you can actually bridge and not have a $9 million bridging fee, or one that you're not charging 10x the amount of bridge fee that it actually is, and call it this is our magical formula that we use, which is BS. So they need to change that narrative to get that going in the right direction. Because right now, all they are is a Web 2 gaming company that's trying to rebrand themselves as a layer 1. Get validators out to people, positives, right? Let's see what they can do. Get validators out to people, get that layer 1 going, make it so people can transfer in and out without having to, exorbitant amount of bridging fees, actual get play and earn, play to earn, however you want to call it. Get those aspects going with economies that are there. Get all the things that are on the table that are ready to be done. Get that going in that direction this year. Yeah. I mean, Gala will go, right? Regardless of how much they're draining off the system, it'll still go. But they got to get a lot of good news and a lot of stuff out and running, right? This channel, I don't like where it's at, and until it's above that channel, I'm probably not going to be super bullish on it. If they continue down the path of just draining from the community, and them constantly draining off as well, I don't see any of this stuff happening, right? I just see us in a downward pressure. Most likely this yellow pattern, just kind of a down, sideways, stable coinish, ending the year in, the 3 cent range. I'm an optimist. Okay. I'm an optimist.
Okay. Convince me.
My prediction for Gala is going to be, let me see. I'm going to go right off this in 26 cents.
Okay. 26 cents. Well, that aligns with where, like, fundamentally, without any actual science behind it, I believe that Gala should be at very minimum a 10-cent coin. In a perfect world, it would be a 25-cent coin.
Perfect world would be a $25 coin.
Well, yes, but that's not going to happen, is it? So,
No.
But I think when I think about its utility, I think about the size and scale of their operation, what they're doing, I do think that 10 cents is really where it should be. And, there's probably an argument with some good game acquisitions for it to be a 25-cent coin. But then they have all this fluff around it with other coins. And, if they start to change their narrative a little bit in terms of evangelizing what they're building, rather than trying to defend the fact that they had to pivot a little bit on their delivery,
right?
And just saying, hey, look, we didn't do this in a freaking bubble, which they may have done. There's reasons for why they built what they built and why they're building what they're building, and get the communication strategy correct. And I think you'll breed a little bit of confidence in there. They're still one of the first to market, and they should have a lot of competitive advantage from being out there first. And
so positives, right? So you're right, first to market, and they have stuff that they've been building in the background that aren't there, like Voxverse.
Yeah,
they get any type of Voxverse stuff launched, huge for Gala. They get their actual layer 1 launched to the people with actual validators, right?
Yep.
Huge. Now they have their own layer 1. Now they're pushing that out there. They get better communication overall from internal. They get their games up and running that they have out there, fix some stuff, fix some lawsuits that they have with Drifter, get the Spider Tanks dudes back on board and in there to work and start building stuff. Get Townstar launched on mobile. Get Spider Tanks launched on mobile. Those are positive things that I think they can do, and would be super, super bullish in this next year. It would be huge for them if they can get that. If they get that positive stuff, positive news, I'd be super low on the 26th, and I think it would just rocket. I think it would go way high if they get all those positivities out there. I mean, it's back to all-time highs this year. Or sorry, I should say, I'm talking like it's already 2024. Okay, I'm already there.
It's pretty close.
Yes. So, but that's a lot to do. That's a big task and a lot of things to ask.
And they have a lot of distractions around them.
They got lawsuits going on between the owners, or the major shareholders. So, but
I think it has developed some level of, for me, a certain amount of stability, which they can build on from there. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to predict end of 2025, I don't think it goes much over 40 cents, really.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Unless
sorry, not on that. 14.
14.
Yeah.
14,
okay. 15, somewhere in that range. I just don't think that there's enough energy for them to get much up above that purple line.
I mean, that's big for them, though. I mean, if they can get there and they're able to, get that price with the amount of Gala that they have to be able, and there's liquidity for them to sell that off. I mean, that's enough to continue a lot of really good development, and hopefully get some of these other developers that have lawsuits for certain things that are out there, get them back on board and moving in the right direction. I mean, we got the Gala Collective. I'm always optimistic in what they're building. I just want to see them actually implement the stuff, right? And communicate better. So I'm excited for it. We'll move it forward. That's Gala. So I put. So if you guys have ones you want me to predict as well, just throw them in the chat, whichever chat you're on. I'm going to throw XRP because I know there's a lot of XRP community people that are kind of merged over into the Gala, and they're here watching and that kind of stuff too. So full disclosure, I own Bitcoin. I own a tiny bit of Ethereum. I own a lot of Sol. I own some Gala. I own I own Gala nodes. I own some Doge, and I own some XRP. This was the first time I've ever bought XRP in the entire life of everything.
Dan wants us to do bull.
Oh yeah. We'll do bull. I did say I'd do bull. We'll do bull next. XRP actually looks really good right now for what I think could potentially be a follow-up move with ETH moving. I think it might kind of follow and do a nice little push up. But overall, I mean, let's do a live prediction here because I haven't really done this one yet. Normally, I like to kind of just do some fib level stuff, high to lows, lows to high, highs to lows, and try to see some confluence. I have my lock on, so I'll take that off. That'll make it a little better. And then let's do some pivots. So pivots are always decent for getting yearly moves. So in this year, right, the pivot lines up really well. Let's get this a little closer so we can see here. Ugh. It's tight. I'm going to take it off, but it's right here on this $1.60 range. Let me take the pivot back off. So let's call it. Let's call this year $1.60. Although I don't think that's going to be high enough. That's the pivot, though. I'm going to go with it for this year. $1.60. That's your move on XRP. That's my guess. All right, we got Myria, Star Atlas, Bull. Sweet. I love all those, and I own all those. So I have too many tokens. I'm going against my rules.
You're talking to the wrong guy. Yeah, I mean,
do you own XRP? Have you ever owned XRP?
I've owned XRP, but way back when. I mean, way back when, and then I've been out of it ever since.
I mean,
I don't think I'm missing much at this point. I mean,
what was XRP? What was there, 582 or something like that? That was all the XRP guys were always, $582. That's what XRP should be trading at, like since the beginning. I don't know, some weird number. Jesse knows. Jesse's an XRP maxi. He's probably not listening though. He's working. Let's see here. Bull. I'm going to go into Bitmart just for price action. I think it has more. Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, just for price action, just so we can see a little bit more. All right, Bull. I own. Obviously, I like Bull a lot in the fact of what they're doing and how they're doing it. Great move here. Obviously, this is so really when we look at where they're at, they're already in blue sky growth type of situation, right? They're moving, and this is gonna be a tough one to predict. So right now they're sitting at 0.066. I think 589. Thank you, Valpo. 589. I think it was 580 something. So I've talked about Bull. Well, what is Bull's market cap right now? In terms of where is it at? Is that 598? 589? 598? Look at that. I think Bull is going to easily crack the top 100 in 2024, which would put us, let's see here. What is top 100?
Got a lot of unissued tokens. 43 billion or 43.
So the problem with that is it's only showing what's on AVAX chain and not what's on the Bull chain.
Okay,
is what I understand as well. So there's a bunch that are locked up in node distributions that are not minted yet. They do. So right now there are the top 100 is 710 million right now. So that would mean it's going to be a 10x, 15x ish from right now. So 60 cents. Oh yeah, I can see 60 cents this year for sure. I like it. Too easy. Maybe $6. Just kidding. Okay, I'm getting a little out of control here. The 60 cents, what's that, 100x from right now?
Not financial advice.
It's on it's literally scrolling.
Scrolling across there. Okay.
It's literally scrolling on the bottom. Nothing I say here is actually one, financial advice, and two, probably actually going to happen because my predictions
You're
notoriously
60 cents on playable games.
No. Maybe. Okay. Let's do magic here.
Well, let's duplicate that up from there, but put it in like January.
Do something else here
because that's a fairly common blue sky pattern. I'll just do the same thing again up.
Okay. I'll duplicate it for you. But when we look at what we have here,
that's going. I mean, I've got that in that 25-40 cent range.
So 27 cents. That would put you 27 cents. And that would be in April 2024.
That's not 27 cents. That's 2 cents, 2.7 cents.
Oh, it's too far away from me. I can't see it. That's why.
Yeah.
Whose eyes are blurry now?
Yours.
Apparently mine. That's way too low.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that.
But that's by
I think that
April.
25 cents is right where I would visually put it if I was going classic blue sky, blue sky.
So you're here.
Yeah.
You want 25 cents.
I'm saying 25 cents.
Okay, I'm going to go.
Going
in 2024. I'm just going to round it up to 60 cents. I'm going to say 60 cents. I mean, again, these are my bags, so hell yeah, I want it to go that. Is it going to go there? Probably not. That'd be ridiculous and awesome all at the same time. Real prediction, I think Bull does really well in this market. Let me do positives first. Positive first, they are putting out games, right? They're implementing play to earn. We'll talk about that in a second. They have a very communicative staff and ownership. They listen to the community, and they're just building through the bear market, and they're there, right? They haven't been sucking on the community and taking away their hard-earned money and not giving back to them yet. I think that they actually have they have a burn that they've implemented. I think it's I'm gonna butcher, but Old Man Smithers had posted it somewhere, but it's 10% of everything that they bring in off of sales, through their store, they burn. So they're actually there.
I was telling Gala to do that like 2021.
Gala has to do something with Gala, the token itself. All they do is their burn. It just turns around and just recycles it back to them and to the node owners. Like take the actual amount out or have it more usable. Like it doesn't do anything now. It's going to be a gas token, but who cares? Like, please. Anyway, so they have burns implemented, and supposedly they're gonna keep adding to their tokenomic structure that's coming out, right? And Bull is going to be used in every game. So with that said, the negative side is the most recent tokenomics that they implemented for their Nexus game, which is their it's four teams of 4, I believe, MOBA. So if you play a certain amount, you earn a certain amount of Bull. That's it. So you play a certain amount of time frame, you earn a certain amount of Bull to max out at, I think, 10 or 5,000 per day. There's no other syncs or anything implemented to it. It's just you're playing and you're earning it. So it's turning it into a grind game, right? Which is really just kind of like, I get what they might be doing is trying to attract the player itself to just get them in there. And then hopefully they implement some more stuff. But right now, I do not like that as a play to earn mechanic. It's cringeworthy, man. All you're doing is flooding more Bull onto the market for people that are just grinding. They're not even there for the game, right? So it's kind of not a good look. So we'll see what they do. See if they change that a little bit.
That being said, some of the very early play to earn concepts and the ethos of it was very much opening up earning potential to people in situations and countries where potentially that was not going to be very obvious. That's what Gala was doing anyway. They were trying to. They have a couple of those glittery stories out there where some kid managed to buy a well for his village because he played enough town style. Blah blah.
Sure, and honestly, those things can definitely happen in that sense of things, but they are going to be the very few.
Look at Myriad doing exactly what I said it was going to. What Paul's going to do?
Go down and then go up.
No, with that two-stage blue sky.
Boop, boop.
Goes. It's going to do the same thing.
You look. I think Myriad technically looks good. I own Myriad nodes, and I own Myriad the token. Wow, look at that.
5 cents. That's my call.
Look at that beautiful tick to the mark there. I think we see a reset, maybe a little bit further down from here, but because right now Myriad, all it is node emissions that get pushed out on the market. So what's going to make Myriad go? Are they going to implement play to earn? Are they going to have good play to earn mechanics? What type of games are they actually get live? Right now, they're all just copy pasta type crap. They're very quiet on the front of their CEO, CMOs. It's all scripted YouTube stuff that they put out. Their interviews are all scripted. There's no real off the cuff real talk. So it's hard to really get a gauge of who they are as a company. Alex Becker, I think, is either being paid as a promoter for them, or he just really likes them, so he came out as supporting them as well. But he's big into the Web3 game this year. He's got a lot of followers, so a lot of that stuff is going to pump because of him, which is fine. It's just right along in my narrative. I've been saying it for years. Last bull run was great for where we were at, and I think we can do really well in the Web3 game again this time. Myria, I hope, is going to actually get some decent games with some decent tokenomics. That's a big one, right? MIS is talking about what type of quality games does Myria have in the pipeline. When you look at their site, they have literally hundreds of games that are supposedly coming to the Myria ecosystem. I've actually talked to people that have submitted games to be a part of their ecosystem, and right now it's just I don't really see a lot going on there. And what does that look like in terms of tokenomics in those games? What is Myria going to be used for? There's not a lot of communication there, so we'll see. On pure hype and pumpamentals, I think it can do really well.
Pumpamentals?
Yeah, dude. Pumpamentals. Like, who's going to be pumping it? If people are going to like it. They don't have a lot of real like positive, like I'm going to like hype it, but they also don't have a lot of real negative stuff. Like I said, getting somebody like Alex Becker in there doing the pumpamentals, leading that off. Sorry, folks. Can really push this to some serious token hype, right? You look at the fib levels here. 33 cents. And right now it's sitting at a better token price than Bull, so I should probably pick this to be higher than Bull. But I have a hard time doing that, man. Like, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it at the 33 cents. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get any type of pivots off this. No, not enough time. Too short a time to get pivots. So, 33 cents.
33. What did I say? I said 20, right?
You said that for Bull. You said 24, 25 cents for Bull.
All right. So, yeah, I don't know if we can get 30, something out of that.
No, I think.
I'd say probably no more than 25.
Okay. I think that's fair. Honestly, depending on the whole year, the market side.
The thing is, if you look at their site, he's right. They're all carbon copy, fast follow, copy pasta shit.
Yeah, well, and they're all crypto games. It's like blockchain something or other, crypto racing, and it's like, okay, well, where are your users going to come from?
Such a knockoff of Game of Thrones.
Game of Dragons, literally the logo.
It's the logo of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dude, that's all they do. They're copy pasting, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to go somewhere, right?
They do it. Hey, look, they have a game called Cryptovid 19. Yeah.
All right, that's sad.
That's real sad.
All right, let's go to a game that.
But they'll always find. Look, Ape Masters is just BYAC.
Again, they got a lot of work to do.
Elden Rune in the same as Elden's.
Yeah. Wow, you're making me okay. I want to.
This starts to look a little sketchy, to be honest.
Right,
that's beginning to look a little sketchy.
Can I go back in time? I want to revamp now my pick.
They threw on anything and everything that they could possibly find that would maybe grab them a little market.
So MI says Gala actually has a properly fast chain comparable to Hedera Phantom. Not sure what Myria is building on. Myria is on a layer 2 of Ethereum. So how far are they making a development kit for developers? They have an SDK for developers and stuff like that you can get on their layer 2 for. I think it's actually more buildable than Gala's chain, which we don't even know if it's a chain yet, right? So,
just looking at their website, it looks like Myria is the Temu to Gala's.
Well, 100%, dude. Like
Amazon or whatever.
I've been saying that about Myria from the get-go. Like it's all copy pasta from the start. The amount of nodes that they had were the same. The missions are the same. Bull was the same way. Bull has just changed their kind of approach as they've gone. Myria has just been the same, kind of pushing forward. I'll keep my pick. I agree. Alex Becker is a red flag, but he has a lot of followers. Unfortunately, that will follow him and buy his picks and pump him to the no end. I don't like what he does, so I'm not pumping picks. I'm just throwing stuff out. Let's see. Star Atlas.
Which is Atlas the one where they're suing each other as well?
No. That's shrapnel.
Shrapnel. Okay.
We should look at that one too. That one's I think they have nodes coming out. Shrapnel does.
Do they? They had a good week.
Did they?
Yeah, had a good week. I keep looking at it because I'm like, damn you, Blake. I know you told me to buy it, and then I didn't buy it, and now I don't have it, and it keeps going up. And
so
yeah.
I think Atlas. I'm gonna put a low bar here only because I should put it higher than anything else because I really like Atlas and what they're doing. But I think the amount of trading garbage it has to go through is a little bit tougher than when you look at Bull and Miria, where it's all blue sky growth type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go 2.5 cents for Atlas, but it's probably my favorite out of all of them. One, just how they're implementing their tokenomics, the talking to just forgot his name, just lost my head. Michael is his name, isn't it? Michael.
I literally can play
lead
golf
dev
with 8 people called Michael.
Well, all I know is Michael's.
Okay.
So it probably is another Michael.
You mentioned it on last week's podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is Michael something.
Yeah. I can't think of his last name.
But
talking with him and his vision of Star Atlas, how it is, they're building for the community with the community. Like, I love that. Like we talked at length, so I won't go in depth with it. So you can watch the last podcast, which is, I think, finally out on Apple. Thanks, Blake. And we go and we talk a lot about what they're doing and what they're doing right. So
I think that given, the other 3 that
Wagner.
I think given the other 3, I think Atlas has more potential to get some crazy bump based on positive momentum and some kind of major release or some kind of collaboration and go and skyrocket past. Actually, I think it gets to 10 cents.
You know what? You're right. And I've totally forgot my narrative that I talked about in the Discord with Star Atlas. So Star Atlas, my narrative was Atlas was the Axie of this year, and Bull was the Gala. So essentially, if you're looking at the Bull Run type of stuff, Atlas, Axie Infinity went batshit crazy, right? And it was out and playable well before Gala had any games out or anything like that. And it was kind of the narrative of the game. Like, it did a lot of good stuff. Like, it went crazy. So
look at that.
Atlas, let's make a big bet on Atlas. You know what? I like Atlas. Let's make a big bet on Atlas.
Dollar.
I'm gonna go with. Let's do this one more. Let's see if we get some confluence. Right. Oh yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. I really want to go here, but that's a lot.
I don't think it's going to go there. I think in that 90-cent dollar range, that's probably right in there.
Okay, I'm gonna just pick a line in between the two. I'm gonna go 75 cents.
Perfect.
All right.
I can get on board with that. I think maybe 75 cents is realistic for Atlas.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to take something.
I like what
they're going to have to do something right, but I mean, 12 months is a long time.
But they're doing a lot of things right. That's the best part. So, and they're just growing and building and doing everything else. And they came through all of the garbage with the FTX stuff, like all that. So, and they're built on Sol, which is the best chain out there, as we all know.
There you go.
So,
all right, 75 cents.
I think we hit them all. Any others? What do you? Oh, wait, hold on. Time out. We didn't hit them all. I know what you want to say.
I was trying to get through this entire podcast without mentioning it.
Bonk. No, I'm doing it for you.
You did it. I did not do that. I didn't do that. You did that. I was trying to get through without mentioning it once.
Okay. Bonk. Obviously.
I like that little trace back. I'm into it.
Yeah, it's going to get a bigger trace back, but I mean, bonk. Oh, geez. So, okay, I'm going to predict it here. I'm putting it.
If it loses me 2 zeros, I'm happy. That's all it has to do is anywhere.
Loses you a 0, almost 2.
Almost 2.
Almost 2. So that from current price would be Jesus. I'm predicting it. Whatever how many zeros it is that 3?
That's 3.
3 zeros and a 9.
I think it could probably ping that 2 zeros and a 1. The 100th of a penny.
Yeah, I mean
I think it can hit 100th of a penny.
I mean that's kind of the path it's going to go on, right? Yeah. But I think it'll be late next year. I don't think it's soon. I think you see this.
I'm a very patient bag holder.
Oh, I know you are, dude. I know you are.
One of my picks is INJ.
Well, I got Bonk hopefully coming to me in a Solana phone, so we'll see if it actually gets to me.
Your dodgy Solana phone from eBay?
Well, so I've talked to a couple of different people. So essentially, they have their name in line with Solana, the company, so they're buying them from the store and then just sending them to people through eBay, marking them up basically, which I have my name on there too, but I'm so far down the list, I won't ever get one through them. Right. So I'm paying $2,000, $2,500 for. I have a couple phones that are supposedly coming. We'll see. Dan wants Mog. Of course, we'll do Mog, Dan. Of course, can't not Mog it.
We should do Mog.
Okay, so
we got 10 minutes left. Well,
that 10th of a penny is kind of the call there.
Yep.
Okay.
No. That's a 100th of a penny, isn't it?
No. It'll be a 10th of a penny if it hits the one like that mark. So. Yeah. All right. Mog. We'll end it with Mog. The ETH shitcoin, which unfortunately, like I liked Mog back when before I was a Solana maxi, and now basically ETH is dead. So, but this, I will tell you this it actually looks really good for any type of like ETH garbage pumpamentals, right? So the consolidation, the triangle of potentially death. We'll see. So you just want to see that break and break up. My prediction for Mog, sorry, just in the Solana mindset. Okay. I can't even tell with the numbers, but they're small. I'm going with the 2618 for this year. I'm going with the 2618.
Which is a what?
Good.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. But realistically, if I were trading this, which I have some Mog, actually, the best part is we have the football competition, which you didn't make the finals. We got to talk about that. Oh, wait. Okay. So we got 10 minutes for you.
That is a shocker.
Can you tell me you're going to be like just a couple minutes late? You'll be running over there. Because we have 2 things we got to talk about. There's my Mog prediction.
Right. Let me just.
If this triangle breaks down, sell all your Mog. Right? It's like, yeah, get out. So that's what I would be doing. But we have
people are playing with house money on Mog.
Yeah, they should be. So fantasy football is in the finals this week. Dan and I are playing each other, which is amazing in the finals. Blake and Jesse, who were leading the entire year. Jesse just totally shit the bed at the very end, and he lost everything. You were never in it because you just forgot about changing out your people.
I know nothing about football, so it was going to be very difficult for me to participate. I mean, it'd just be a crapshoot every week.
Throw the ball to the person, he scores a touchdown, win. Kick the ball through the little uprights.
There's like a billion rules.
Maybe. So that ends this week.
Okay.
And I'll be divvying out the Mog to that. If I win, well, actually, I'm going to get second at least if I lose to Dan. I am going to throw my Mog into the pool for the pickem. I'm just going to toss it over there. It's going to be in that wallet, which I will post in the Discord either today or tomorrow. I'll post it today, actually. I'll post it today at some point in time. I'll put the wallet in there. And I will start to take people's money.
All right.
Essentially, it's I'm going to be. You're just going to trust me. If you don't trust me, you don't want to play. I totally get it. It's fine. I didn't want to have to go down the route of trying to figure out this third-party escrow garbage. There's too many hoops to jump through right now. $50 to join. At least 3 picks. You can pick as many as you want. Every month, you can either change one. You can change one or all of them out. It's $50 per pick to change them out. Every month, we're going to do a prize pool. I've got some NFTs I'm going to give away. I've got some Pudgy Penguin, little Pudgies. I've got some Azuki Elemental. I'm going to give away some gaming assets, Spider Tanks. I'll probably give out some Miranda stuff. And then that pool itself, I will match that pool up to $5,000. So the breakdown of the winner is also in the Discord. So
logistics. You're gonna put a wallet address out there.
Yep.
Send your $50 in. Send the transaction receipt from
Yep.
Etherscan.
Yep.
And
Well, DM me too. Just send me a DM. If you're in my Discord, you need to DM me anyway. So just send me a DM, and I'll post a Google Doc that'll show the people that are a part of this. And I won't show their wallet, so they don't want to show it. I'll just show the people that are part of it. Maybe I should show the wallet so it's all there. But they'll see all the transactions in there essentially anyway in the wallet. So yes, I will show your name and your wallet address that you sent it from. So if you're wanting it from a obscured wallet, make sure that happens on that route. And I'm going to put it out there that we're going to do this. Man, I want to do it on ETH, but the transaction fees are so high. I want to do it on Sol, but I don't know how many people are actually working on Sol and have Sol in a Phantom wallet. See, that's the other problem right now, right? What should I do? Sol or ETH, people? I mean, all the NFTs are on ETH.
Can you put a poll out on your Discord?
I can, yeah. I'll pull it.
Just do it for 24 hours and then, or 12 hours or 10 hours or whatever, and then
I'll put it out.
Then you'll be working with the people and the masses.
Yeah, either Sol or ETH, and then all the NFTs are on ETH, and they're all worth. I mean, the NFTs themselves are, I think, half a ETH. I think the little pudgies are almost 1 ETH each. So I have a few of those that I'm going to give out, and then. It'll be fun.
Sounds cool.
So that'll go live. Remember, we got to get your picks in before January 1. So as long as you DM me and you send that money to that wallet before Jan 1 with your picks, we'll be good. And yes, Joe, I think Materium is going to do extremely well. I think it's going to do extremely well.
I can't talk about it, but I would say I would be quite bullish on Materium. From around springtime. March, April.
They're going to do continuous playtest where Materium is going to be used in that playtest. They've already said that. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to use Materium in that to upgrade your guy the entire time. It won't follow the NFT, but in order to get better and continue down the road of the playtest that they have, you're going to want to use Materium in there. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to have it. So
I think April is where it really kind of kicks off.
Yeah, I mean, this is why.
What does the chart look like on Ethereum?
This is why I say that Sol's not going to flip ETH is because of that. I mean, because of the network effect. There's too much on it. It looks like a stable coin. Well, not really, but I mean, it really tried to.
Its volume's probably super low, though, right?
It's not that high. I mean, Ethereum's volume's pretty low. But, you're in this, it's wicking out of this pattern here. You're most likely you have a midpoint in this route. I would like to see it hold that midpoint and then move forward. I think Materium does really well this year. I think this year, Materium, we're going to see it hit 60 cents. That's my call.
All right.
All right. Michael's got to go. I appreciate all you guys joining us. Have a fantastic new year. And we'll be back for more podcasts, a lot of stuff.
We should do one the first week of January to go through all the picks on the pickem.
100%. Let's do it.
And then we'll have to schedule our monthly review of the pickem.
Yep. We will do that on a monthly basis because, that's the other thing. On that, every month, the people that are part of the pickem get to choose where that is allocated. So that wallet, all that money that's in there, which you're going to send USDC or Ethereum, you'll get to choose how it's allocated. Do you want it allocated into stable coins? Do you want to allocate it into your majors? Do you want it into shit coins? We'll put out polls and we'll let people talk about it, and we will allocate it every month. So essentially it's kind of its own little, what do they call it? A group, pick group, investment. That's what they call it. Investment club.
Investment club.
Ooh, I got it.
Be careful about the language you use around those.
Investment club, which are legal. You can have those. So anyways, all right, guys. Other questions, bring them in the Discord, please. And we'll talk to y'all later. If I can find the right button. Where's Blake when you need him?